will get into the demo of Copilot. Today, I will be demoing a scenario for executives for Copilot and how they can use it. I will go through the Copilot chat and what you're seeing right now. We will dive into Word, PowerPoint, and Outlook as well in this demo. So we will get started with Copilot. And now what we're looking at here is the Copilot grounded chat, which you can search up copilot.microsoft.com. Hunjin did put the link into the chat. So if you want to try it out while I'm doing the demo, please feel free to. I will just go over the user interface of Copilot just so we understand what we're looking at. Because as Dina was talking about Copilot for Microsoft 365, it is a little bit different than just Microsoft Copilot. So what you'll see here is there's two toggles. There's a web and a work. So the web, this is what we're looking at Microsoft Copilot. If I go over to the work, you'll see a little bit of a difference. And now this is where Copilot for Microsoft 365 is when we're using this chat. Now this will go into my emails, my meetings, people that I've interacted with. So this is where it is linked to my own data and also the company data as well. And I can switch back to the web so you can just see the difference there. Now this is where we are searching for the web. Another thing I do want to point out is the commercial data protection when you're using Copilot. As you see here in the top right corner, I am logged into my Microsoft Entra ID, and you'll see commercial data protection applies to this chat. So then now we know whatever we're talking with Copilot, everything's protected here. Okay, let me go to the work toggle. Now, a couple of things I just want to show with Copilot Chat. As a leader, as an executive, you're very busy with meetings, right? Something you can do when you're starting off your week is simply just ask Copilot to help you prepare for my meetings. And maybe let's do next week. Give me a list of meetings with whom and any details / context, right? Maybe you need to see that whole visual and maybe Copilot can get you up to speed on what's going to go on with this week. And as this is going, Rashid, I see you have a question. Is there an app for desktop? If you have a Windows, there might be an app available. It depends what laptop you have. But there is an app for mobile, which I can link in the chat later after the demo. But I know Microsoft has been working on like a Copilot button in the laptop as well as an app for desktop. But for now, I don't think so, unless you have the newest version of the Windows laptop. So as you can see, Copilot went through my whole calendar for next week. It lists Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday meetings, Friday as well. And you can even see exactly the times, who's attending when, and you can even see the references on exactly when that meeting is occurring. Another thing you can do with Copilot is easily searching up things and getting up to speed on any type of topic that you need to. For example, I could ask Copilot, tell me more about the AI / Copilot executive briefing session. Maybe it was talked about a week before. You just want to gather all the information about that and really quickly so you don't have to dig through documents or emails. Copilot can actually do that for us. So as you can see, there's one scheduled next Thursday as well. And then there's even some references. So you'll see these references pop up, and that's where Copilot's actually gathering that information from. You'll only see references that you have permission to seeing. So let's say if I start asking Copilot anything about security with the security team, if I don't have permission to their documents, I will never actually see anything here. Okay, so those are a couple of things I wanted to show with Copilot Chat. We're just going to move on to Word. So what we're going to do in this demo, this specific scenario, is we're going to create a plan on delivering a town hall. We're going to create some content with that on script on how we're going to present it, and then we'll even create a presentation with it as well. So what we're looking at right here is Word. I will mention two things. There is a Copilot button right on the page. If I click that, you'll see a draft with Copilot uh, prompt box. This is where you use Copilot to create any content that you want with a Word document. But I'll also point out there's Copilot up here in the top ribbon, in the top bar. If I click this, Copilot's going to come on the side, and I can actually ask Copilot anything about the document that I'm looking at. So let's say you had a long document, you want to summarize it or ask questions, you would do it in the sidebar here. But for today, we are going to use the one right directly on the page. And let's say we're preparing for a town hall meeting as an executive. A prompt could be, what should be included in a town hall meeting for all employees? And here you go. Copilot is now taking that prompt. It's going to give us information. Why is a town hall important? What should be included as well as that? So what is a town hall meeting? Why is it important? What should be included in the town hall? We can keep this, we can regenerate it, or we can even discard it. Let's keep it. And I can, as I kept it, it's on the page now, and you'll see Copilot still here with us. Let's continue asking Copilot a couple things. So I can even ask Copilot now, create sections for my town hall and include the content that should be in each, format this as a table, right? So now I'm telling Copilot, right, you've given me information, let's build on this. As you can see, Copilot is now creating some sections along with the content. So now I'm organizing how I want my town hall to be. So we have opening, here's the content that I should be talking about, information sharing, question and answer, breakout sessions, right? Copilot's going to give you ideas. So it's really good to jumpstart your ideas so you're not starting from a blank page. And then you even have your closing. Let's say we keep it. You can now edit this as you like. Maybe you want to add certain different portions to your presentation. And I will also show you, I have a backup one that I did today, but you'll see this one actually generated introduction, company updates, employee recognition, strategy and goals, Q&A, interactive activities, conclusion. So I did try them a couple of times, and as you can see, they did give different outputs. But again, it all depends on exactly what you want Copilot to do. And that depends on the prompt that you're using. Okay, now that we have this structure, I'm actually going to take the one that I had earlier today. And let's say now I copy this because I like how the structure is. Let's now put it in a new Word document. And we're going to continue building our town hall presentation. So with Copilot, we are now going to ask it to generate content for each section above for my town hall meeting. So now you'll see what Copilot will do is look at what was on the page, look at these sections. There is the content, but let's just elaborate more about it. And hopefully this works. As that's going, this is essentially what the output should be. Good thing I had a backup one, but essentially, as you see, Copilot, it gave the introduction, company updates. So now you have your starting town hall on what to say here. And it even has some placeholders on what you can put for each. And let's say now you've reviewed it, you're happy with it. We can copy this link and we can now make this into a town hall presentation. So we're going to open up Copilot here. And again, very similar to what we saw in the Word, it opens in the side panel. And you'll see there's even prompts here. So we can do a create presentation from file. And then we can even just copy and paste that link that we took it from. And you'll see Copilot is now doing the outline of the presentation and it's already generating slides. So really quickly, it does create those PowerPoints for us. And it does also add speaker notes into each of the slides as well. And here you go, company town hall meeting, right? So we have welcome agenda, right? Opening remarks, achievements and successes, and all this. And then you'll see there's even the speaker notes at the bottom here as well. And now that we have our presentation, let's say now you want to pass it to another executive on the team just to take a look at, maybe you're collaborating with them. We can go into Outlook and simply draft an email with Copilot and ask Copilot a simple prompt. Hi team, please view the first draft of our town hall presentation coming up next week. Please give feedback. So a simple prompt just like that. Now Copilot's gonna draft up the email and you'll see it'll just change the language and have a more structured email for you. You can edit the prompt, you can make it longer, shorter, make it more casual, discard or even redo it again, or we can just keep it right here and it'll go right here. And then maybe you can just say, hi team, right? And we'll send this email right off. Okay, that was the last bit of the demo. And I did want to share a couple of links. So here is the Copilot lab, which you should definitely try out if you're getting started with Copilot and you want to check out the prompts that are really useful when you're using Copilot. So I wanted to send that, and as well as the mobile that I mentioned, you can get Copilot right straight from your phone as well. So I put those links in the chat.